Hello everyone, and welcome to another Teen Adult DIY. My name is Mr. Eric, and for this month of February, we are celebrating Love Your Library Month, and this also, it's going to be Valentine's Day pretty soon. So I have a fun and creative DIY for you teens and adults out there. We are going to be making some candy flowers, some Valentine's candy flowers. And so here is one of the examples that I'll be showing you how to make. I have here a Hershey's Chocolate Kiss and tissue paper rose. And if you can see here, there's a Hershey's Kiss right in the center of the rose. And I'm also going to be showing you how to make these little lollipop flowers that's using tissue paper and some paper hearts. And then last but not least, I'm going to be showing you how to make some of these cool cupcake liner lollipop flowers. So these ones also use lollipops, and what's great about these ones is you can write a little message for that special someone in your life. So yeah, so that's what we'll be making today. And if you go to our Independence Public Library Facebook page, you can actually sign up for a take-home candy flower kit for Valentine's Day. And so that's what I have right over here. And so they'll come in these brown paper bags, and they'll be kind of lightly decorated. And inside, you'll get all the necessary materials that you will need to make at least each of these candy flowers for Valentine's Day. They'll include some tissue papers, they'll include a pipe cleaner, some cupcake liners, and especially you'll definitely get the candy that you'll need to make your fun candy flowers. So now that I've explained what we're going to be making, why don't we get started with our first candy flower. So let's get started. All right, and for our first candy flower kit that I will be showing you how to make, we're going to be making the cupcake liners lollipop flowers. And these ones are actually the easiest of the three. So I'm going to start with this one first. And so what you're going to need is, you're going to need some paper cupcake liners. You know, you can have different sizes as well. So it could be some small ones and some bigger ones. And so you can do that. And you only need at least 2 to 3 cupcake liners. You'll need a pencil, a pair of scissors, some green construction paper, some Scotch tape, and your lollipop. So what you're going to do first is you're going to grab your cupcake liners. And so I'm going to start with just 2 for now. I'm going to grab one small one and one kind of medium sized. And you're going to grab your lollipop. And what you're going to do first is you're going to poke a hole right in the center of the lollipop. And before that, I'm going to tell you to, you're going to put in the smaller one first. You're going to poke a hole just like that. You're going to put it all the way to the top until it reaches there. Okay, so that's what you should have so far. And now you're going to poke a hole into the next big one. Okay. So you can use a pencil if you like, but the lollipop works just fine as well. So now that you have both of the cupcake liners onto your lollipop, now you're going to cut out a leaf. And with the leaf, you want to fold your paper like this in half. So I have a long piece and I just fold it in half. And then you're going to just cut out a small stem and then the leaf shape. And you can make the size however you like. You can make it bigger, small, it is up to you. So I'm just going to cut out a very simple leaf shape like that. Okay, so that way it'll look kind of like symmetrical. And what you're going to do next is you're going to attach it to the bottom of your lollipop flower, just like that. And to keep it secure, you're going to actually use some Scotch tape. And the Scotch tape will go on the bottom of the flower. Just like that. And I'll include some instructions as well in the kits, just so you know how to make each one. All right, and so you're going to put that on the bottom, and it'll look just like that. And so now what's cool about this is you can actually write a nice little message for Valentine's Day. So, like if you want to use a black Sharpie, that works fine. And you could just write Happy Valentine's Day or whatever you like to write about it. So, for me, I'll just write Happy Valentine's Day. All right, and there you are. And so if you want, you can also put a piece of tape in the center of the leaves just to keep them together, but you don't have to. But that's how you make your cupcake liner lollipop flowers. So now I'm going to show you how to make the next lollipop flower. So let's get started on that one. Okay, and for my next candy flower, we're going to be making these tissue paper lollipop flowers. And so I'm going to explain to you what you're going to need for these ones. You're going to need some pink tissue paper. You're going to need one long strip. You're going to need 5 pink construction paper, or squares, I should say. So 5 square pink construction papers. You're going to need 1 lollipop, a hole punch, a pair of scissors, and a green construction paper. All right, so what you're going to do first is you're going to cut out all your pieces. You're going to need 16 pink tissue paper hearts, as well as 5 pink construction paper hearts. So, as you can see, I've already cut my hearts ahead of time. So, and it looks just like that. So each heart will have a small hole punch on the base of the heart, just like right there on the bottom, as well as the construction paper hearts, you'll add a little hole punch to each one. Okay? And what you're going to do next is, before we get started on adding it to our lollipop, I'm going to show you how to cut out the leaves for your lollipop flower. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing that you did. You're going to fold it in half, and I'm going to fold it in half the hamburger way as well. Just like that. So you're going to cut just to the edge of where it's enclosed, and then cut out a leaf shape. And this one you want to cut up a little bit however size you want it to have. So just like that. And so with that, you're going to cut them in the center. So that way you have 2 separate leaves. Okay? And they're in half, just like that. So now we can add these to our lollipop. So with that, you're going to hold your lollipop upside down, just like this. And you're going to add first the tissue paper hearts one by one, and you're going to kind of alternate when you're adding the hearts, just like that. Okay. So you want to be very careful when adding these hearts because they will tend to move around as much. So, and that's okay. You can also adjust it if they do that. But yeah, so you just want to like alternate every time you're adding the tissue paper hearts. So we're going to add all 16 hearts. And I'll explain to you how to keep these hearts in place once you're done. And we'll continue to put these petals on one by one. All right. So another thing is you can also scrunch up the paper if you like. It kind of gives it more texture. So you can do that if you want to. That's just another option if you wanted to add it to your hearts. So once you have that done, you want to keep it facing down just like that. And so now you're going to add the pink hearts. And with the pink hearts, you're going to actually fold them in half, just like that. And then you're going to fold the points downward, so it kind of looks like you're making a paper airplane, just like that. So you could just do that really quick. And so once you're gonna open that back up, and so they look just like that. Kind of looks like a little butterfly or a paper airplane, and you're gonna add those to the bottom. Oh, you want to add them the other way, so it'll be facing down. Okay. And this one you'll also want to alternate as well. That, and then let's add one more. All right, so there we go. Okay. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to grab your leaves, and I'm going to hole punch them as well on the stems, just like that. You're going to add them to the bottom. And this will be the last thing that you'll add. So now you have your very own lollipop flowers. And so to kind of keep this secure, you're going to add some tape to the bottom of the lollipop stick. So it'll keep the, and you want to add it all around, so it'll keep the tissue paper, the hearts, and the leaves in place, and it won't move them around as much. So make sure you kind of adjust them a little bit just to make sure they're all even and they're all around the candy. So yeah, that's how you kind of make your lollipop flowers. So now that we've shown you how to make this one, we have one final candy flower that I'm going to show you how to make. So let's get started on that one now. Okay, and for our last candy flower, I'm going to be showing you how to make these wonderful tissue paper and Hershey's Chocolate Kiss Rose. And so what you're going to need for this one is you're going to need one green pipe cleaner, 2 red squares, roughly about 5 inches, and 1 green square, a pair of scissors, some craft glue or hot glue if you prefer, but craft glue works just the same, and a Hershey's Kiss. There we go. So what you're going to do first is you're going to grab your square tissue paper, and you're going to lay the red ones on top of the green ones. And what you're going to do first is you're going to fold it kind of zigzaggy like an accordion all around. So okay, just like that. And so I'm going to open that back up, and now you're going to add the pipe cleaner. Actually, we're going to close that back up because we need to, and add that to the tissue paper. Okay, make sure that's correct. Okay. Make sure that it is folded correctly, so that way it doesn't come loose. So yeah, you're going to fold it just like an accordion. One more piece here. There we go. Okay, so the red one needs to be on top, just like that. And you're going to grab your pipe cleaner. You're going to put it in the center. Now fold it down, just like that. Okay, and once you have that in the center, you're going to twist the green pipe cleaner. Okay, you're going to be very careful when you're twisting it, so that way you don't rip the tissue paper. So you just twist it all around until you get to the end. Just like that. Okay. All right. So now that, and then you also want to make sure that's twisted towards the bottom right here. So now I'm going to grab the red, the top red tissue paper, and I'm just going to put it up. I'm going to lift it up just like that. Keeping the other ones down. Okay, and then you're going to grab the second red tissue and you're going to lift that up while lifting or pushing down the green tissue paper. So just like that. So now it looks like the red one is on top, just like a rose, and the green are the little stems or leaves. Okay, I'm gonna push that up like that. All right, and so what you're gonna do is grab your scissors, and you're gonna cut little triangles on the bottom, and they don't have to be perfect. They can be a little sloppy, and that's okay. So this is kind of just to give them a little texture and make them look like an actual rose. So just cut little tiny triangles all around. Okay, just like that. And so what the last part you're going to do is you're going to add your Hershey Kiss in the center of your rose. So I'm going to add some glue. Glue it on the bottom of the Hershey's Kiss. And you're going to glue it in the center. Just like that. Okay. And so once you're done with that, then if you want to make a bunch of these roses, you can actually put it in a little mason jar and kind of add some candy on the bottom, and you can add that as a gift. You can give that to someone special in your life. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed making these candy flowers as much as I did, and I hope you have a wonderful and safe Valentine's Day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.